This is module 4, the final discussion of the same chapter, chapter number 2, components of food. And the topics of today's discussion are number 1, malnutrition, different types of deficiency diseases such as protein deficiency disease, number 2, protein carbohydrate or protein energy deficiency disease, or we can say PAM, vitamin deficiency diseases. There is a chart of different vitamins and the deficiency of these vitamins. Mineral deficiency diseases such as deficiency of calcium, deficiency of iron, deficiency of iodine, and the final topic of this discussion is midday meal. Malnutrition, it is the state of body in which body is not getting the proper nutrients, is called the malnutrition. Malnutrition refers the state of the body when body doesn't get the enough nutrients, and it is occurred mainly when a person not eating enough food. And under this situation, a person may suffer from weak muscles, poor eyesight, and the brittle bones. Such disorders are termed as anorexia. Malnutrition leads to anorexia. Now, different types of deficiency disease. What do we mean by the word deficiency of disease or deficiency disease? It is the disease that is occurred due to the nutritional deficiency in body. Due to more than one or two nutrients in the diet for a long period of time. And the deficiency may be due to various reasons, such as the deficiency of protein may be responsible, the deficiency of vitamins, the deficiency of minerals, carbohydrates, or energy. These are the reasons for causing such kind of deficiency diseases. Normally, carbohydrate deficiency is not common, but it can be found in such cases where a person has been starving or fasting for a period of time. We have to keep one thing in our mind, that we should know the different types of symptoms and the preventive measures or the cure of such kind of deficiency diseases. First, we are going to discuss protein deficiency diseases. It is mainly found among the children aged 1 to 5 years, mainly who come from a poor family background, and they are fed on the diet deficient in proteins mainly. It is also found in babies which feed themselves on mother milks, and mother milk is devoid of or lacking of proteins. And the protein deficiency related disease is called the Kwashiorkor disease. This is the picture of a child suffering from Kwashiorkor. And this disease is a protein deficiency disease, and the characteristic of disease is uh, swollen limbs, weakness, stunt growth, a discoloration of hair, and the prevalence of anemia. Anemia means shortage of blood. And the preventive measures of protein deficiency disease kwashiorkor is the supplement of enriched diet with protein. And the examples of such protein source food items are beans, maybe fish, meat, eggs, or milk. The protein energy or protein carbohydrate deficiency. These kind of deficiency diseases are also known as PEM or protein energy malnutrition disease, and mainly occurs in the babies, especially infants age 1 to 2 years, and who are not fed properly on the mother's milk, for which they remain undernourished. And they are deficient in both proteins and carbohydrate. The example of protein energy or carbohydrate deficiency disease is marasmus. It is a protein, carbohydrate, or energy deficiency disease, and the characteristic of such disease is, in such a case, a baby may suffer from lean muscles. You may consult this picture. Rough skin, weak limbs and bones, anemia, and mental retardation. The preventive measures or cure lies in, we should add the protein, extra protein, such as the source of proteins are fish, egg, meat, soybean, etc., along with the providing the carbohydrate or supplement of carbohydrates, example sugar, flour, to the mother meals. This kwashiorkor and the marasmus disease first identified in Ghana of Africa, and they got their names from Africa. Now, vitamin deficiency diseases, these are very much common. Eating right food is the right cure or prevention for the vitamin deficiency. It should be noted. Eating right food or ideal diet is the only right path or cure or preventive measure that we can take for preventing the vitamin deficiency diseases. And such kind of vitamin deficiency diseases are mainly treated with providing the supplementary vitamin, and they are available in the chemist in the form of tablets or the syrup. But it should also be noted that such kind of supplementary vitamins should be taken only in the rare cases and on the advice of a medical practitioner. Otherwise, it should not be taken. This is the chart of vitamins and the deficiency results, such as vitamin A. Deficiency of vitamin A results poor night vision or night blindness. Vitamin B complex, B1. Vitamin B complex is composed of nearly 11 or 12 vitamins. Vitamin B1 is the beriberi. Deficiency result is beriberi. Beriberi is a nerve disease that may affect the brain. Vitamin B12 deficiency is known as anemia. It is the reduced red blood cells. Vitamin C deficiency results scurvy. Scurvy means bleeding gum, joint pain. Vitamin D deficiency results non-absorption of calcium or weak bone. It is known as ricket or tooth decay. Vitamin E deficiency results skin losing glow, brightness will be lost, and the wrinkles will be present on face. and vitamin K deficiency results excessive bleeding from the injury or the wound due to the non-clotting of the blood. Now, mineral deficiency diseases. These are very much common among all types of ages of the people, such as deficiency of calcium. Calcium is a very important mineral, although required in traces, and this is component of our bones and the teeth. Deficiency of calcium in the diet of children causes rickets. Rickets means softening of bones and deformed teeth. This is the case for the babies or the infants, deficiency of calcium. But in the case of adults, the deficiency of calcium may result in osteoporosis, or it is known as the brittle bones, and it may also damage to the spine or backbone as well as the knees. And deficiency of calcium is mainly occurred due to the poor diet in calcium, or we can say the deficiency of vitamin D. Vitamin D is as important as calcium intake because it will help in turn absorption of calcium in the body from the food that we eat. This is the picture of normal bone, but this is the calcium deficiency rickets related disease caused bone, and this bone is known as the bow bone. Now it is good to know that collagen is a fibrous protein that is present at the birth time of baby. At the birth time of baby, collagen, it is a one kind of fibrous protein that is present in form of bones, and the bones of the baby are very soft and bony structure, and this is soft bony structured bones which are mainly fibrous protein are known as collagen, and this collagen will becomes very hard and strong bones, while the baby, during the growth of the baby, calcium and phosphorus from the food are added to the collagen. Now, deficiency of iron. This is another types of deficiency, and due to the deficiency of iron, the disease is anemia. And anemia is the state of deficiency of red blood cells in the blood, and the formation of hemoglobin will be hampered. And the characteristics of anemia are: number one, swelling in hands, feet, and the fatigueness. You will feel tired and loss of weight. These are the few characteristics of deficiency of iron. Now, deficiency of iodine. This is the picture of a woman who suffers from goiter, and goiter is the disease of deficiency of iodine. Mainly, it is the disease of children who suffer from iodine deficiency, and the characteristic of iodine deficiency in the children. Number one is mentally retardedness or feeble-mindedness. This is the important characteristic of children who is suffering in the deficiency of iodine. This disease, the deficiency of iodine, can also be found or can also be occurred in the adults, and this deficiency of iodine then cause causes the enlargement of thyroid gland, and this thyroid enlargement of thyroid gland is known as the goiter. And goiter is the state of swelling in the neck. This is the swelling in the neck and the enlargement of the thyroid gland due to the deficiency of iodine among the adults. But among the children, the deficiency of iodine causes mental retardedness and the feeble-mindedness. Now, deficiency of iodine mainly caused due to the absence of iodine in water, and those people who live in hilly regions, they mainly suffer from goiter disease. But those people who live in the coastal areas, they are not suffer, or they don't suffer from goiter. Reason is the seafood is very much rich in iodine. Now, in order to mitigate the prevalence of goiter disease in our country, government has taken lots of steps, such as government has directed all the marketers of the common salts to add the extra iodine to it during refining process, and this added iodine during the refining process is known as the iodized table salt, and this iodized table salt is available in the market, and it is a very good source of iodine in our food. Now, the last topic of this today's discussion is regarding the midday meal. It is a government sponsored program by the central government with the assistance of state government. The main aim of this midday meal program is to provide nutrients by providing the foods to the school students from the primary session to the upper primary session. The main objectives of midday meal scheme is: number one, to provide the balanced nourishment to the children, and to enhance the to enhance the hygienic of and to enhance the presence of school students on regular basis in the school, mainly from the poor families, and to give the instruction to the children not to take the unhygienic food from the vendors, as well as providing the milk and the khichdi. These are the few objectives of midday meals. The main objective of midday meal is to provide the balanced nourishment to the children, school children. Thanks for watching.